to Chamber Chat via Zoom. I'm Danielle McFadden, president of the Chamber. I'm so excited for our guest. We have Jenn Gryckiewicz from Sugar Coated Bakery. I have been admiring you on social media, well, for years, but especially during this time. And so I had to have you on, and luckily you agreed.
That's true, I did.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right, hanging on.
So let's talk a little bit about Sugar Coated Bakery kind of pre-COVID-19, and then kind of we'll talk about some of the things that you're doing now.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. So the bakery's actually turned 10 during all of this.
Hey?
Which was not quite how I anticipated celebrating.
Oh, congratulations.
No, thank you. Thank you. So, we do like mainly custom cakes and birthdays and stuff for big parties, which since we're not quite having right now, we've had to sort of alter what we're doing during this time. But we're really excited to, at some point, get back into the shop and get back to creating all those custom cakes for everybody that we absolutely love to do.
It's so much fun looking at all the cakes on social media.
We're doing our best to keep our skills up while we're home.
Amazing. So once you heard that we were going to be sheltering in place and that you were not going to be able to really have people come into the shop, how did your business pivot for at least a couple of weeks? You were doing some really innovative things.
Yeah, we started off trying to just do a lot of no contact pickups and like baking kits and cake decorating kits and stuff like that. But eventually we started running out of supplies. I wasn't able to get in as much. There just wasn't enough business coming in to sustain keeping the store open. So we had to make the decision that for now, we were going to follow the non-essential business guidelines of closing. As much as I wanted to say I'm essential, it just felt like the right thing, given the circumstances, to sort of safety of the community, my staff, just to shut the doors and focus more on sort of giving people a way to stay entertained, to engage with them in a different platform that I honestly usually don't have time to do, which has been really nice.
You do a great job. And now are people still able to go on your website and purchase gift cards, t-shirts, that type of thing? So you've been doing a lot of different marketing, and I wanted to actually do a screen share so we could look at some of the stuff you're doing on Facebook and Twitter. Instagram, and I've never done a screen share on Chamber Chat and Zoom, so you are my first, but I have done a screen share before. So here's your Facebook page.
Yep. There
you are.
There I am, wet hair this morning before I forgot to post it.
That's so funny. I love it. Okay, so at the top of your Facebook page, you have your Google form where people can go and put their stuff. They're aware. And how important is it as a small business owner for people to show their support during this time by purchasing gift cards in advance, for example?
Not only does it really like help me like emotionally and mentally, because it just shows how much people do care about the small businesses in town, but also it's helping keep the store afloat. So it's helping to cover all those bills that I still have that are recurring that I can't defer or push off, and it's just going to make it that much easier for us to be able to come back strong when we are ready to reopen.
So there you have it. Purchase your gift cards, especially if you know that you're going to be celebrating something and you want to have cake or cupcakes, or maybe somebody that's going to have a celebration, or you just want to brighten somebody's day. Like, what would brighten their day more than getting a t-shirt or a sweatshirt along with it?
Exactly. Now's the perfect time to send those kind of things out to people, because I sent cookies to some friends, just for a thing to do, to be honest, something to keep me busy for a day. And the messages that I got back from them when they received them, it warmed my heart. Like, it's amazing how much a simple box of chocolate chip cookies can do right now for people.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you mentioned that, because you did that recently for Trinity EMS. You reached out to her and said, who can I brighten first responders who's accepting donations, and they were so excited.
I'm glad.
So you're still utilizing all those skills right now, but look at that.
It's been fun. It's when I'm in this shop, I don't always have the time to really focus on that kind of stuff. I sort of let that sort of Rebecca and Lizzie. So it's nice to be able to have the time to sort of hone in on some skills and do some practicing. While I'm home.
I love it. Look at even like the challenge. People are, so many different, look at 122 comments. That's incredible.
It's crazy, especially when I go in and I have to count to see who wins. Sometimes I'm like, I have to count 300 comments right now between like all the different, and it's insane. Like I never thought it would be that popular.
That's amazing. You do such fun giveaways too. Like you're always doing giveaways around certain dates and themes. One that pops up in my brain is like Super Bowl. You've done Super Bowl cakes.
Yeah.
Look at how adorable this is. And you've done cakes for my family, and every
Yep.
cake is just unbelievable. My kids still talk about their cakes like years later.
Oh, I'm glad.
Know the birthdays by like, oh, what year did I turn that I had the Trolls theme? And,
it's funny. I remember cakes much more than I remember names. Like customers will walk in and I'll be like, we made this cake last year, but what's your name again?
So funny. You spent, I mean, how many hours does it take?
I mean, it really depends on the design, but usually we're starting fondant work on Tuesdays for stuff for the weekend on a typical week schedule. So, I mean, it takes time. Everything's got to dry. It's layers. It's, it can take a while.
We'll look at the camper cake. Now, how did you get involved in cake making? Did you go to school for it? Did you just love to bake as a kid?
Yep, I did. I went to Johnson & Wales, so I do have my degrees in baking and pastry. Rebecca and Lizzie also both graduated from there as well, same degrees. But I grew up in the kitchen. My dad owns a restaurant and a catering company in Lowell, so I always sort of strayed towards the kitchen. I just didn't actually like cooking. So I sort of went to the opposite end of that. It wasn't really until I was in college that I sort of fell into that was, okay, like, sure, I can go to school for baking. I grew up loving to bake or anything. I knew I liked the kitchen and being in the kitchen, and then it just kind of fell in place from there.
Want to own a shop, or was that something that your father said, if you're gonna do this, you should own your own shop? Like, how did that?
No, they both thought I was crazy.
Like, did you see what we do?
Exactly. Because my mom also owns a small business in Gryckiewicz. She owns a preschool. So when I went for business and after I finished my pastry degree, they were like, "Are you sure? Like, you don't just want to work for somebody else? Like, do you see how hard we work? Do you see how long we work? Like, we don't, like, really? Are you sure?" But I don't know. It felt right for me. I spent a couple of years working under people, and I just didn't. It wasn't what I was meant to do.
I mean, you've made it. If you're here, you've made it.
It's crazy to think that it's already been 10 years. It's it's nice. It's exciting. We're gonna have a huge party once we come back.
And I'm hearing a lot about that. Businesses, instead of just saying we're opening, having like grand reopenings and really making a big deal. And we're all gonna need that.
Agreed. Yes. Yeah.
So I've kind of scrolled a little bit through your. Oh my gosh, look at that! I did not see that. That is adorable.
Yeah. I think this is when she took the commanding lead in our challenges on me.
So has that been a little blow to the ego?
It's a little tough sometimes. I said we were chatting the other day, and I was like, I didn't really think I was going to care much. Like, I thought it would just be fun, but like, I get really mad when I don't win. I'm pretty sure I actually yelled in one of my posts at everybody. And I said something along the lines of, listen, we're going to have a talk. If you guys keep letting Rebecca win,
oh my God,
we're going to have a discussion about this. But it's all in good fun.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
I started changing the challenges so it's more difficult for her.
You're like, I really didn't.
I feel like this is rigged in your favor now. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking
about. I really didn't like that design. You know what? I'm going to pin myself against that.
Yeah, fine.
So you're doing a lot of kind of similar things on Instagram as well, but look at these pictures.
Yes. Yeah.
Look at the little, oh my gosh. I just love what you do.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So let's talk about where you're located and what the process is when you do reopen, if somebody wants to order something custom.
So we're in the Bridgewood Plaza in Drake, right on Bridge Street. So the plan currently is that we're aiming to still reopen on May 4th, which was the date still, as far as I know, still currently set by Charlie Baker for non-essential businesses to reopen. And so we're hoping to start off with just doing some no contact pickups. We're not going to open the store right away, sort of more of a slower progression in. As I had said, I've been practicing shipping cookies, and part of the hope of that is that I can then offer that through the store as well. So I'm sort of testing out to see how far I can ship them without damage or lack of quality. But that's something that we're hoping to be able to offer once we do reopen the shop, is that we can send out cookie care packages for people to do for their family.
Everybody will love that. And I have been making note when I've been doing these interviews what the date is. Today is April 16th.
Correct.
It's such a odd time where everything's changing so fast that like we need to remind people of the actual date when we're talking, because we could get off this and something could be totally different.
Yes, it's true. Yeah.
So
it does change quickly.
It's crazy. Just keeping up with the information, at least the first few weeks, I felt like that's all I was doing was bringing information and then pushing it back out in a way that I felt was easy to kind of digest, because so much.
Mm-hmm.
So from your perspective, has anything positive come out of all of this for you, either personally or for your business?
I think the biggest thing for me is that we're able to take away is the social interaction that I've been able to focus on with the store, and like in these challenges and sort of chatting with people. It's never really a thing that I had time to do before. And it's been really nice to be able to feel like I've been able to connect a little bit with our customers and engage with them. We've gotten so many messages that are like, I look so forward to voting every night, and I always check to see. And like, it's just really nice to be able to spend some time focusing on that aspect and kind of showing people who we are as people, not just, the baker behind the counter.
Here's the cake.
Yeah, exactly.
You definitely infuse so much personality into your business, and that's one of the things that we absolutely love about what you do.
Oh, thank you.
And you are a movie star as well.
I guess so, yeah.
So people would recognize you from Netflix.
Mm-hmm, that's correct. Sugar Rush, season 1.
Netflix.
Yeah.
Some other exciting stuff coming up as well.
Correct. Yes. Well, we were actually on, so Rebecca and I did the Netflix competition a couple years back. And then all three of us, me, Rebecca, and Lizzie, did a Food Network in Canada called The Big Bake, which it doesn't air in the States anywhere yet, but we're hoping soon that it'll be released. So that was really exciting. And then I have another project that I can't yet speak about that will be coming up shortly. So that's super exciting.
Yeah, we were joking off air. I said, wow, this is nothing for you. You're like a TV chamber chat. Zoom is like, okay, I got this.
No, still looking at yourself in the camera is still weird, no matter what.
That is kind of, that's a great point, because you are actually watching yourself.
Yeah.
In real time versus like if somebody else is filming you.
Yeah, I feel like ignoring a camera got a little bit easier, but like staring at myself.
And I never know where to look. Like,
yes,
some videos that I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah, well, especially because you're in your home, right? And there's noises happening around, especially like when the cats are making noise. I'm like, wait, what? Like, what are you destroying?
But I was saying too, like we're all a little scrappy right now because we're all kind of learning this technology together, and no one's expecting perfection by any stretch of the imagination with any of this. So it's fun to just kind of say, let's do it, and just do it and see what happens.
See what happens. Yep, exactly.
So the best place to find you is to go to your website and get all the social media links, so they can just search for Sugar Coated Bakery. Yeah,
exactly. Yep. And everything's right on there. Yeah.
Hopefully May 4th. But we'll definitely share when you reopen, share all that information. We still have that link on our website with all the different restaurants and food service industry members. And we have the link so that people can purchase gift cards and their sugar-coated swag.
I appreciate that. Thank you
for being here. We really appreciate it. I asked you, and within seconds you said, yep, I'm in. So my kind of girl.
Yeah, for sure.
So we will we'll keep in touch, and thank you for entertaining us and inspiring us and keeping everybody happy during this time. It's appreciated.
Well, thank you for having me, and I appreciate all the work that you guys are doing over there. It's fantastic. Thank you.
We appreciate that. And check out our website at greaterlowellchamber.org. We have a ton of virtual events going on, and all of the COVID-19 resources, anything and everything that you could possibly ask for, we hope is up there. If it's not, let us know and we will find it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So excited to have Michelle Silveira here. She is the Executive Director of Power of Flowers Project. How are you?
Hi, Danielle. How you doing?
It's so nice to see you. You've taken advantage of a lot of our Zoom networking events.
Love it. You've been doing a great job. So thanks for doing that, and keep it up, because really they help understand some of the things that we're going through, but they also just nice to connect with other
It's
chamber
so
members.
nice to see faces.
Yeah.
People. I think
Yeah.
before we went on air, we were saying, thank goodness for Zoom. Like, what would we have done without Zoom?
Right, right. I was just saying too, like it's nice because I was able to connect with my son who's down in Texas, which is nice. I get to see him present his thesis. So it's nice that we're being able to connect this way, but it doesn't beat the face-to-face, having a
Oh,
coffee and, and just really interacting. So I think we'll all be pretty happy when we get back to that life.
I miss the office so much, I have to say. I
Just
wish
walking
I'd
through
taken a picture
downtown
of
Lowell.
my office and that could have been my Zoom background.
Yeah, really, right? Yeah, because what you have right there isn't working.
I
For
know.
me,
I
but it's
gotta
okay.
figure this out.
Paint
You know what?
half of it. Oh, yeah.
I'm usually just trying to find a spot where like somebody's not gonna follow me, one of my kids. So hence I'm locked in the bedroom right now.
All right. Not a bad
Doing what
place,
I
I
can.
guess. Yeah, there you go.
So let's talk a little bit about the Power of Flowers project, what you do on a normal basis.
Yeah, on a normal basis.
Sheltered in place.
Yeah, so what we do is we take flowers from flower donors and create bouquets, simple little bouquets that we deliver to nursing homes, veterans homes, to brighten someone's day. And I think now more than ever, this social distancing, people can realize and appreciate what someone sitting in a nursing home feels like. I mean, my mother was in a nursing home for 4 years. And even though we all tried to visit with her, she still had those down times, and they get lonely, they get depressed. So bringing these flowers really boosts them. They become happy. They just have a sense of like someone's thinking about them, and it really is a great beginning that we started in 2009 in someone's basement. Joyce Belfill is our founder, and she just had this thought like, what are happening with my flowers, this one-time use, and has taken this to 100,000 bouquets that we donated last year.
Incredible.
To just making people happy.
I remember having Joyce on Chamber Chat years ago, and at the time my meme was at Deauville, and she brought an arrangement. It was in a pumpkin. It was around Halloween, and I brought it to her after, and her face lit up.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happens, right? Their faces light up. They get in a better mood. And so we really concentrate on just trying to make that connection. And we make the bouquets big enough so that if they sit on the table next to them, if they can't get out of bed, that they can actually see it. It's not too large and not too wide. So it's really a great story. And we have great volunteers who really just get involved and love it.
So how has the virus affected the Power of Flowers project?
Well, so most of our flower donors are the funeral homes. That's where we get a lot of our donations. And of course, now with funeral homes, in the limited to 10 and just families, they're not getting flowers. Hence, we're not open. Plus, a lot of the nursing homes are not allowing us to actually deliver. A lot of nursing homes don't want anything coming in and out of their facilities. So we closed down like everybody else. The 16th of March was our last day. And so we emptied out our coolers and just kind of now have been sitting at home, just watching what's going on. So it really got to me that my volunteers were really kind of looking for something to do and how could we still connect. So what we started doing was writing cards.
I love that.
To the folks in the nursing home. So what I do is I call ahead to the nursing homes that we go to and just say, hey, can we bring cards to you? Because some of them won't even let you bring anything in. And they said, oh, that's a great idea. So we sent out first batch, we went 640 cards. And then we just did another 1,000. So
wow,
we've done 1,600 delivery, 1,600 cards to 20 facilities. And now this week I'm going to reach out to the Meals on Wheels programs to see if we can put some cards with their donation, because I know that those people are homebound and need a little boost, and let them know that we're thinking of them. So yeah, it's been great. And I got to give a shout out to my buddy Bernie Gillette at Red Mill Graphics. I sent him a picture and I said, can you print these for me? And within a day I had them. So he's just always there to help out and turn things around. So shout out to Bernie, my friend, who's
Bernie's
doing
awesome.
Great things. Yeah.
Maybe we'll get him on one of these someday.
Yeah,
Maybe
you should.
You can interview him with me.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe we could go out to his new facility. He does some amazing stuff out there. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I'll talk to Bernie. He'll listen to me. So,
Um, so you're very volunteer driven, obviously. So they're helping with cards, but I also wanted to mention an event that you had last October because it's still ingrained in my brain because it was so amazing,
yeah.
all the people that were there.
Yeah.
And
So,
that's your luncheon.
so we have a luncheon. Yep. So it's called Spread the Joy Luncheon. It's actually this year, it's October 14th at the Tewksbury Country Club. It sells out every year, 300 people. But what's amazing is all the volunteers get so involved. I mean, between the wine bags that they create to have the wine pull and all the.
And you have to get the wine pull right when you get there. Because by the time I got there,
Yeah.
no wine for me.
And then,
Which is a problem to have.
and then they take care of all the silent auctions, but everything has a look and they are meticulous. And I'll tell you, get out of their way. Let them do whatever they do because it ends up being a beautiful day. They just put their heart and soul into it. And it is our second largest fundraiser. Our first is usually our plant sale, which we had to cancel this year, which is going to set us back because we raised quite a bit of funds from that. And I tried to hold off and really tried to say, oh, we can do it, because so many people are out in the yard working, but with the distancing and stuff, we just couldn't pull it off this year. So next year we'll be back with that, and that's an amazing event as well.
And you're talking about fundraising, but there are still ways people can contribute.
Right. So we're going to actually be doing an email blast this week explaining how the loss of income from this event, really we could use the funds to just get ready to start. There's still operating costs that we have. You got to purchase the cups and the foam, Oasis foam, and all the things that go into making the bouquet. So we're going to be coming out with an ask, but at pofproject.org, there's a place to donate there. And so, any help that we can get, like any other nonprofit, right? There's so many great organizations out there that, we're just trying to do our part and stay relevant and keep our work going because we know it makes a difference.
It absolutely does. And it sounds like as soon as everybody's back in action that you're going to be raring to go. And I'm sure all your volunteers, because it's like a family over there. So
So, we have about 120 active volunteers who just make the workshop hum, right? And they boost each other up as well. I mean, it's like a family affair. I mean, we probably are 99% women. We have a few men that'll come in and help out as well, but they are like a sisterhood, and it's nothing like I've seen. I mean, they're there for each other. They've had Zoom calls with each other, and in fact, next week is actually National Volunteer Week. So I really am going to make a big splash about how great volunteerism is in general, but how great my volunteers are, because if it wasn't for them, Power Flowers wouldn't exist. They are just amazing, amazing women and men who just do so much for us and really just love it.
Thank you for joining me today. It's always so nice
Danielle.
to see you. Thanks for all the work that you're doing in the community.
Thank you.
When I post this video, I'll post the links so that people know how they can get in touch with you and donate. I think a lot of people right now have elderly parents or grandparents or aunts or uncles that are in nursing homes. And so this mission is really going to help, connect the pieces for people. And I think people are going to want to make a difference and donate, because they've seen their loved ones.
Yeah.
Or not seen their loved ones.
Yeah, I know. It's more like not, right?
How, much of an impact the flowers make, and they bring happiness, and who doesn't want to be happy?
Right. Thanks, Danielle, and we'll see you again on Zoom soon. Thanks. Take care.
Thank you all for tuning into Zoom Chamber Chat. Check out our website at greaterlowellchamber.org. We have a lot going on, and we keep on adding to it. So we are not slowing down. Thanks so much.
Take care.